What's up, guys? This is Rich, aka Moose Tech One on Instagram, or actually on YouTube now. Sitting here in my garage, just knocking out some boost gauge bezels. So I am kind of doing some finishing touches on them, and I figured I'd make a quick little video, so I don't have to keep on sending a little disclaimer. I'll just tag you or link this video to you guys, and I really appreciate your business. I appreciate you guys putting your trust into me and make these things for you that are going to be in your cars for a really long time. I definitely recommend a boost gauge in any modified car, and it's kind of fun seeing the needle go back and forth. So I do make them consistently for the P1 platform, S40, C30 obviously, V60s, C70s, things like that, but I also make them for the P3, which is one like this. Sits right in front of or right behind your steering wheel in front of your gauges. It sits, I can make it on this one is the right hand side, or I can make one on the left hand side, a dual, and I even made a triple for a guy. So yeah, I definitely can mold those guys in. You can see how it's nice and low and mold it in all the way around. So, and then the inside has areas for the back side for your vacuum line and also your wiring to go through. So a few things, quick notes on these things. As you get them, some of you guys have already gotten them and installed them. Some of you guys are, they're en route to you guys. So I really appreciate you guys buying them from me and keeping me busy making these things. I do apologize for how long it does take to make these. I do make them in my spare time when me and the family have some extra time. I'll come out here and I'll knock some out. But it is also difficult to get the surrounds. Volvo, some reason I bought a ton of them from them, so they don't keep them in stock as much anymore. So let's go over a few things. These are all handmade, so no two of them are going to be the same. They're not going to be factory perfect. Like some of you guys do expect. I make them by hand. I'm a human. I make mistakes on them. I don't get all the blemishes out of them. I do as much as I can within reason. But they are handmade, so they're going to have little minor blemishes. Like this one is for a P3, and the top of it you can see has right there a little tiny dent up there, and then the line down the center. That's just the way it is. This one I made a little while ago, so I have a different method on how to get that line off of there. So I might take that one off and kind of redo it. But again, they're handmade. They're not going to be perfect, but they're pretty darn close. So I put a lot of time and effort into these things. I hope that the price kind of reflects the time and effort and the quality. But if you guys receive them, as you receive them, do me a favor, go ahead and open the box, check them out, make sure they're up to your personal standards. If they're not, shoot me a PM. We'll try to figure it out. If it's something drastic, then I'll send you another one. You could send me that one back, and or I could refund your money, whatever we got to do. But don't send me a message a week later, a month later. I want to know as soon as you get them if they're damaged, if they're scratched, anything like that, because I don't want it sitting on your shelf for a few months and then you go out there and knock it off the shelf and scratch it and then say, oh, it came damaged, so you need to give me another one. So I'm not going to do that. It's kind of just me making these things in my garage, so I don't want to keep on warranting these things out if it's not a self-induced issue. If it's your own self-induced issue, then it's kind of on you. So you guys know the deal. It's just the way it goes. So a few things on these ones. The insides are made for 52 millimeter boost gauges. Not all boost gauges are going to be the same. I use an IPD blue faced R design or R gauge that I fit in all of them before I ship them out, and I make sure that they fit all the way in. If not, like I leave them about 1/8 of an inch out so I can pull them back out, because it is difficult to pull them back out. But I use that gauge on all of them. If your gauge fits tighter, you might have to sand the inside or get a flat wheel like this. This is an 80, size is 50 by 25. It's an 80 grit. You can get them on Amazon for a box of them for $10. So they're not expensive. You can get them, in less quantities than that, and just kind of put it on your drill and run it through the inside. Or you can just take a piece of sandpaper and sand them down a little bit, and make sure it fits nice and snug. But I recommend putting a little bit of either light brake grease or a silicone on the inside, something that's not going to damage the finish on your bezel. But put a little bit of lubricant on the inside. Make sure it slides in there. I know that there's that's what she said joke in here, but refrain from that. But anyway, if it fits loose, then you might want to put a piece of tape, electrical tape, right around your boost gauge as you slide it in. Keep on adding a layer until it slides in. I've seen some of the gauges are actually 50 millimeters, and you need to add 2 millimeters of tape. It's really just a couple strands of tape all the way around, so not a big deal. So yeah, that's about it. But I have a video. You guys can just scroll down a little bit and see a video of how to install the boost gauge on a C30. It's a pretty in-depth look into a C30. I think it's Mike Hobson's car. So but yeah, it's a good one to watch on there. I'll post another one on Moose Tech Garage later on that I did on Jason's car, the yellow, it's an orange C30. I don't know why I said yellow, but orange C30, and did quite a bit on that. And I haven't been posting a lot of videos there lately just because of personal stuff, but I'll get back to that soon, and hopefully we'll get that rolling. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys, buying these things. And I don't know if I mentioned, this is the P3 style, and you can get these ones are for a single. It is $125 plus the shipping. I only ship to the lower 48 as my base, $15 for shipping. If you want outside of the US, it's very difficult for me to ship outside of the US because I don't physically go to the post office to send these, so I have to go through my warehouses and stuff like that, and it makes it a little bit more difficult. So bear with me on quotes outside of the US. So the P1s look like this. Actually, let me get back to the P3 version. This one is $125. If you want a dual, then it's going to be $150. The reason for that is the bezel costs half the cost of the P1s. The P1 for me, I do these for $150, and then the duals are $200. You can get, if you want a single, it's left or right. It doesn't have to be just left. This one is actually left, and I do the rights also. I do more lefts than rights because it's kind of out of the way, and it's what most people lean on their center console, so it's better field of vision for them. So as you can see, it's real low down in the inside. Actually, let me go over this, how to do it. So you see those two holes in there? Those two are screw holes. You take the two screws out, you pop your bezel straight out. It has two clips. You see that clip there, and then one clip up top, and it just kind of pops out straight. It's real simple to pop them out. To put them in the same way. Now these things are clearance for your boost gauges and things, so that you can put your hose down through here and your wiring, but it also is made so that you can still retain this clip. So it's as low as I can go and still retain that clip. So some of them, since they are handmade, some of them are a little bit lower than others, and you might have to trim just the very edge of the dash right above this clip, but that's not very common. I've just had a couple of those happen. So but yeah, that's about it for those. As you guys can see, I'm hanging on my garage. There's some other ones over there. that I am about to finish the final paint work. Hanging out with my old P1800 here. Just kind of chilling. So again, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate your business, and thanks for sticking with me on getting these things out, and I hope you enjoy, and shoot me, tag me in your Instagram pictures when you do install them. I'd like to see them. So thanks guys, and we'll see you soon.